we talk about your three states of existence, aka when you talk about the mind, okay? When you talk about the body, the death, the physical, the 1, 2, 3, then you are talking of the mind, the 4, 5, 6, where you give life to things with your thoughts and feelings, where you bring a thought and a feeling together, so you create a duality or a connection or in between or a mother, and you're in this world, okay? Then, when you go to your awareness, so beyond the brain, beyond the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, you have your awareness, where you become aware of self. So we are talking about the 7, 8, and 9 dimension, okay? So this is where you are nothing but a brainwave. This is why even your brain looks like a wave. When you look at your brain as a matter, what it has condensed into, when you go to laboratories or for biology, wherever you go, the brain looks like a wave because it's nothing but a wave. It's a brain wave. It's a wave of an awareness when you are aware of the self. So those chakras that give birth to that, so they are the behind the scenes chakras that give birth to an organ. So the organ, the brain, the 7 and 8 and 9 dimension, what you call the brain marrow, whatever you want to call it, the brain, that substance has the chakras behind it. So the chakras behind the wave, what you're calling the mind wave, that condenses into a brain, the chakras that give birth to that is what we are calling the awareness. So if you want to see what you can call an awareness, a physical representation of an awareness, a physical representation of an awareness will be the brain, how it looks. A brain wave. It's just a wave. It's a brain wave. It's a brain wave, aka it's a wave derived out of the brain, the membrane, okay, which the chakras behind to give it birth to that, those chakras behind are what you are calling the awareness now. Because everything has the chakras that create it, the behind the scenes, the unseen. Okay? Now, when you move to your fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, aka your mind, this is where now, remember the 7, 8, and 9 dimension, where you become aware for the first time. What are you doing to things? You are giving birth. So everything is given birth in the mind. Wave. Aware. Everything you have to be aware first. You are aware of something, so you go for it. So you give birth to that thought or feeling or what you want to be aware of. Okay? So in the 7, 8, and 9 dimension, what do? You give birth. You give birth. Thought. Konegosiara. Okay? Feeling. That container. Now, on the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, aka in your mind now, in your Gekoyo and Mombi, in your Adam and Eve, in your male and female, in your masculine and feminine, in your Isiju, Ivan, Shiva, Siju, Brahman, whatever, it doesn't matter. In your masculine energies, aka your ability to externalize, shine, be seen, spark a vision, a life, an imagination, or in your feeling, the container, you being able to travel in that you have created and have a feel. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel lighter, aka positive, or does it make you, and this is lighter as in weight and lighter as in weight, light the spectrum. Light is just light in weight. It does not mean that light is nothing. There's nothing like light. Light is just a lighter wavelength that you can pick with your eyes. It's just light in weight, as in floating weight, when you talk of densities and dimness and brightness. So now, when you bring your thought and your feeling together, so that's the connection, your thought and feeling, okay? Your thought and feeling, your thoth, okay? Your father and mother now, when they come together, they are giving life to something. In that duality, in that bit between, where we have the mother, where you have the connection, something is born now. Okay? Now, so in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, in your mind, what do? You give life to things. Okay? You give life to things. And what is in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension? We have thought, feeling, and being paid attention to, the sixth energy. So this is the 4, 5, 6. So we are talking about the heart area. So this is heart area, the chest area. 4, 5, 6. It's the heart area. It's the care energy. It's the mother. It's your Jerusalem. Okay? So in your heart area, you give life to things. So with your heart, when you care with your heart, you give life to things. So how you care about things is how you manifest things in this world. The amount of care, energy you give to something, how much you care of that thing is how you manifest. So if you have a business, okay? Now in that business, now this is deep esoteric wisdom on manifestation beyond what they tell you, power of attraction and all that bullshit, watered down. So in that business, if you want that business to thrive, you have to give it the care energy. So how does care look like to your business? Care may look like you repainting your shop. Care may look like you putting up the right lights inside the shop so that everything is possible. Care may look like you having a weekly cleaning of that shop. Care may look like to the point watu wabe enda kwa ile duka inakuanga safi. Wathiko, dothie duka ya mundu uria mutheru, hiyo duka inakuanga safi. Care energy. Okay? Machine zako za dispensing maziwa, they are clean. Machine zako za dispensing Eliant or cooking oil poison, they are clean. But people love something that has care. You don't even know. So that cleanliness, ndio naita care. And care is what you give to your business. Care is what you give to your, whatever you want to manifest in the physical. Without care, you are done. Don't go thinking it's too much about, oh, nimefungua bar. Do you care about that bar? Ama ulifungua tu mnashindana mtu mwingine. Did you really care about that business? Do you have care energy? Can you water that business with your heart and soul? Okay? Do you care about the welfare of the people who work in that bar? Do you really care? Ama ulifungua tu bar juu watu wanafungua bar? And that is why most of your businesses collapse after 1-2 years. But the other businesses, they thrive for hundreds of years, like in a Coca-Cola. Because even when they come to you, when they are coming to you, even when they come in the veil, wanajifunika, at least they come in that energy of caring about you. So they do the witchcraft, Coca-Cola, always refreshing. That feels like care. Coca-Cola, quench your thirst. That feels like care. And it's all liquids. It's all feelings. Okay? So you feel like you are connected to that thing. Look at all the adverts. They know the right words to choose to get you. But wewe unafungua business, but you don't know how to connect it with the care energy. It's not in your logo. It's not in your name. It's not in any way connected to what you are giving to the people. Okay? And people want to feel like they are being taken care of when they buy. When they bring you their money, they want to feel like you are taking care of them. Something is being taken care of because they are throwing their money at it. But this is not a business class. So back to class now. So, now, the 1, 2, and 3 dimension, so this will be your sex organs. So what do? You give death to things. Because when you are doing, you are bringing the two things into existence, your thought and feeling, so you can experience it before it can expire now in the physical. So in the 1, 2, and 3, that is why we say, though we walk in the valley and the shadow of death. That is the reason why. Because in the 1, 2, and 3 dimension, we give death to things. Because we bring those things down here so that we can experience them before they can expire. So those things look like material, money, new jobs, matano, our children, our circumstances, and based on how tall you stand in life, aka this is based on your strength, your spiritual strength, okay? Otherwise life may redirect you. Now it makes you curl up in a ball and you put your head down and you stay in your house. And that's how you get what you can call a calcified sexual organs. So a calcified sexual organ does not mean that you're having sex. No, it doesn't mean that you're not getting wet. It doesn't mean that you're not getting hard. You can get as hard as Timbuktu or as hard as steel. You can get as wet as a dike. You can get so wet. You need to put a Macintosh layer in your bed or whatever, or need a mop in the room. Okay, this is deep spiritual matters now. So even if your dick is hard and your pussy is wet, okay, even if your organs are working perfectly, the chakras behind that are not correlated correctly. Remember what I said about chakras? Chakras are the behind the scenes. Chakras are the things that manifest into that brainwave. For example, I said that the chakras that give birth to the brain wave, that is why your brain looks like a wave. So those will be the chakras of awareness. So you can see them, you can see awareness, but an awareness does not change. Okay, so that awareness for that brain wave, in that wave, they come to you as a brain, so they look like a cloud. So in the 1, 2, and 3 dimension, you now, when you're having a calcified sexual organ, you can be having the best dick, can be having the best sex, okay? But if the chakras behind your sexual organs, your root chakra, if they are misdirected, then that looks like you are too passive, you are too gullible, you have no passion for anything in life, you're not passionate about anything, okay? So you're not getting up to do something. You have nothing to will down into existence, okay? So there's nothing that you can will. So now, we get to the main point now. The real alchemy. The true alchemy. What do we mean when we say, may thy will be done? When you talk of willing things down here, like when you have something that you want to will, okay? Think about it like this. You have to shoot your 3 brains. Remember, you have 3 brains. You don't have 1 brain, okay? You have 3 brains. You have the brain in your head. That's an organ. Your heart is an organ. Your intuition. Then you have your gut feeling. Okay, you have the brain in the gut, the heart area, and the crown chakra. You have 3 brains. So you have to shoot 3 waves. We talk about the 3 words. So now this is for anyone. This is not even, I'm not even going to say that this is deep knowledge. This is for anyone. So you're supposed to shoot out, okay? And I'm going to make it make sense for you in the physical. You're supposed to shoot out 3 waves. Think about them like waves. So 1 wave, you have to shoot it to the 7, 8, and 9 dimension, aka as an awareness. So when you give birth to something, an idea, okay, then the other wave have to go when you are giving it life, the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, the duality, okay, the thought and feeling. Then at the same time, in your thought and feeling, you have to make sure that you think about the same thing. And then at the same time, down to your sexual organs now. When you are giving death to things, when you are bringing 2 things together so that you can experience them before they can expire, okay? Now, so what do I mean? 1, in the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension, you're becoming aware of that thing, okay? Now, in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, you know what to care for. In your heart and feeling, you know what to care for. That business, that job, that thing that you want to start, so that you start giving it attention and fueling it and watering it before you forget about it and you start procrastinating on that seed. Then on the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, aka where you're giving death to things, your sexual organs now, okay? When you're doing it God's way, this is when you make those things manifest, or you manifest everything in the world. So the people you have seen manifesting everything in the world, you are manifesting everything in the world. If you are not manifesting everything in the world at this particular time, then in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, in your sexual organs, okay, you should then be with a person, or the person you're having sex now, right now. You should be around the right individuals to be having sex with. Did you get it? So, if you have not manifested everything in this world at this particular moment, Whatever you are, this is like an initiation energies. Okay? Whatever you are thinking about, when you think about an idea, a business, when you are giving life to that thing, okay? The thoughts and feelings, how you want it to be, then make sure that the only person you're having sex with, okay? The only person you are around to be having sex with will be an individual, okay? That you can have sex with, aka they understand the sexual energies. They understand what the fuck is going on. And I know that was a little bit deep for some people, but then again, our channel is for going deep. No puns intended. All puns intended. We don't go the first 1 inch or 2 inches. We like it deep. When it comes to esoteric waters, we swim. We say still waters run deep. Okay, and we can go really deep. So yeah. So no apologies on that. Video ikikuwa too deep, wendi umejileta, unakubali, unapewa. Sindio? Jonte wa nails. That is what happened. So what the photo represent to you on your screen? Why do you care about what it represents to me? Why do you care? What does it represent to you? What does it represent to you? Or you're going to say one of my eyes is closed, eh? Oh, that's why. Or in the picture you can't see one of my eyes because of the blades of grass before me. Oh, okay. Sasa nimeona hasa kwenye umeenda. Oh, ni picha. Oh, okay. Okay, oh, ni chicho moja. Oh, Illuminati. Oh my God, I came to Illuminati page. Wewe, huwa mjanja wewe. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Sawa? Mimi ni mwalimu. Nimekufunza ya kwamba ukiwa na mawazo makubwa ya biashara ama kitu chochote, kitu ama jambo la kwanza unalolifanya, ujue umepea hiyo kitu moyo, aka you have given birth. Jambo la pili, kila kitu ni mara tatu. Jambo la pili, ujue sasa is why you experience an orgasm before you have the literal death, before that orgasm expires, that spark, that path, okay? So tukasema, hii maneno yote tatu lazima iambatane, aka unakuanga aware at the same time, aka whatever idea you have, inakuanga 7 into 9 dimension, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2 and 3. And you have to know how to balance these things, aka don't procrastinate too much on a dream and an idea that you have, because you'll be unbalanced. The chakras behind will be unbalanced. So fanya zote, give it care, have sex around it, aka manifest everything in the world, or at least the person you're having sex with anyway, okay? Or the individual you're having sex with is someone that you talk about the same wavelengths of building or growing or manifesting or vitu kama hizo, okay? And you know the chakras behind them are genuine, so they are not coming with a motive, okay? So the chakras behind them, you know, they don't have a motive. They are coming clean. The chakras so that are developing those organs, the chakras, the behind the scenes. For example, if you care too much about your heart, what happens? You are going to be washed away. When you care too much about your awareness, what happens? You become single and alone and pushed away. You're talking too much truth. What happens when you become too much aware of your sexual organs? Okay? You get just that. Okay? You get treated for just that. For you, it's just sex. It's nothing more. So yeah, is manifestation a reality or just another fancy word by spiritual enthusiasts? Manifestation is you getting out of your ass and doing exactly what I'm talking about now. Whatever you are doing, give it care. Give it some form of care. Care energy. That's how you water a seed, your mustard seed. And sometimes your mustard seed is just having faith. Faith is what they are calling a mustard seed. Sometimes you just need to have faith in something without knowing the outcome. You don't need to know the outcome. Just have faith in something. The mustard seed. Just have faith in something. As long as you came up with that creation, even if there's no example around you of someone who did what you want to do. You are the only one doing it. You have never seen it before. So when you are in that position where there's no examples of representation of that thing, ego, divine feminine is vulnerability, purposes. Okay? Yeah, and God allows you to cheat. But at the right time, there's a time for cheating. Satan, direct Pisces, a time for cheating. Pluto in Aquarius. Here we go now. It's about to get serious now. Everybody is about to wake up now. They tried to slow you down, so they gave you a BAJ. Read it from the other side coming back. They gave you a BAJ on your shoulder. You know what they did to you. They even came with another one. They tried to boost it. How you boost an engine. We are talking of Toyota cars and engine and boosting them. We are not talking of boosting people. We are talking of boosting cars. Okay, so they tried that. Now that we are Aquarius, now Pluto, now they are going to go to extreme. All of a sudden, they may start another war, a bigger war. They may now make you pay attention to a bigger war. They be like, they forgot Russia. Okay, so they ignored. Yeah, so who next now? Who next? Let's involve some Arabs now. Now they may go into some Arab country and start another war. Always diverting you from what is happening in the world. Always distracting you from what is happening. The shift. You're always missing the shifts. And the shifts are for everyone. But you have to pay attention. You have to be outside. You have to see things for your own self. You have to see changes happening. You have to be the witness and not the victim. You see, most of you are victims instead of being witnesses. Witnesses as a witness, you go outside, you see it for yourself. Shout out to the Jehovah Witness. Doesn't mean that the Jehovah Witness know anything. No, I'm just saying at least they are witnesses. They are witnessing spring only. Okay? So Jehovah just means Aries, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Those three things. That's spring. That's Jehovah. So Jehovah Witness. That's all they want to witness. They just want to witness spring. They never wanted to go. They never wanted to be either cold or go to below the horizon. They wanted to remain always in the light, the watchtower. That's how we call these things. So why is January 20 today significant in the astrological space? I have no idea if it was important. Maybe it's not even important to think. So important to who? These things are not even important than you. You are the extension of the force. Okay? You should use these things. They are not important. Use these dates. These are just angles, alignments. Use them. They are not important. They are just energies. So decide how you want to swim in them. Esoteric waters. Okay? Yeah. Someone is asking me if she's being loved by someone. Shout out to the hearts. It's the hype of Pluto in Aquarius. Oh, is that holiday? Is that hyping? It's just a hype. Who even said this is the right time? You see, you have to question these things. Even when you're looking at the alignments for yourself, even when you're tracking, and you know for sure that it's for sure those are the trackings. Even the dates, you have to understand that we're also changing, we're also growing. So we maybe even moved from that geographical location, and we could be going through another shift where we are experiencing its Lilith energy. That could just be its Lilith, its orb, its shadow. So maybe you are not even in the Taurus for me. So the moon is home. So before the moon moved into Taurus, then it means that the moon has left behind Aries energy. So that orb, that moon of my moon, so my moon has to leave a reflection of itself, which is what you call Lilith. So that Lilith for me will be me experiencing the Aries energy in my Taurus moon, because that would be the Lilith, that would be the orb, that would be the remaining energy that it has come from. Imetoka Aries. So The moon is home in Taurus, but in its orb, in the moon's moon, in Lilith now, in that shadow, that orb of moving from one to the next, there's always space between spaces. Hiyo space ndio inaitangwa Lilith.